Festival was over, boys were all playing at ball. The cabaret is quiet, except for the drilling in the wall. Curfew had been lifted and the gambling wheel shut down. Anyone with any sense had already left town, standing in the corner, looking like the jack of hearts. Moved across the mirrored room, set it up for everyone, he says. They commenced to do what they were doing before he turned their head. He walked up to a stranger and he asked him with a grin, "Kindly tell me, friend, what time the show begins?" He moved into the corner, face down like the jack of hearts. Backstage girls are playing 5 cards, stood by the stairs. Lily had 2 queens, she was hoping for a third to match her pair. Outside the streets was filling up, a window was open wide. A gentle breeze was blowing, you could feel it from inside. Lily called another bet and drew the jack of hearts. Big Jim was no one's fool, he owned the town's only 99. He made his usual entrance, looking so dandy and so fine. With bodyguards and silver cane and every hair in place, he took whatever he wanted, he laid it all to waste. But his bodyguards and silver cane were no match for the jack of hearts. Rosemary combed her hair and took a carriage into town. Slipped into the side door, looking like a queen without a crown. She fluttered her false eyelashes, whispers in his ear, "Sorry, darling, that I'm late," but he didn't seem to hear. He was staring into space, over at the jack of hearts. I know I've seen that face somewhere, Big Jim is thinking to himself. Maybe down in Mexico, or a picture upon somebody's shelf. But the crowd begins to stamp the feet and the house lights get dim. In the darkness of the room there was only Jim and him, staring at the butterfly who just drew the jack of hearts. Lily was a princess, she was fair-skinned and precious as a child. She did whatever she had to do, she had that certain flash every time she smiled. She come away from a broken home and lots of strange affairs, with men from every walk of life which took her everywhere. She never met anyone quite like the jack of hearts. The hanging judge came in unnoticed and was being wined and dined. The drilling in the wall kept up, but no one seemed to pay it any mind. There was no one all around. Lily had Jim's ring. Nothing would ever come between Lily and the king. No, nothing ever would, except maybe the jack of hearts. Rosemary started drinking hard and seeing her reflection in the night. She was tired of the attention, tired of playing the role of Big Jim's wife. She'd done a lot of bad things, even once tried suicide. Looking to do just one good deed before she died. She was gazing to the future, riding on a jack of hearts. Billy took her dress off and buried it away. As her luck run out, she laughed at him. Well, I guess you must have known it would someday. Be careful not to touch the wall, there's a brand new coat of paint. Glad to see you're still alive, you're looking like a saint. Down the hallway, footsteps are coming for the jack of hearts. The backstage manager was pacing all around by his chair. There's something funny going on, he says. I can feel it in the air. He went to get the hanging judge, but the hanging judge was drunk. As the leading actor hurried by in a costume of a monk, there was no actor anywhere better than the jack of hearts. No one knows the circumstance, but they say that it happened pretty quick. The door to the dressing room burst open. A Colt revolver clicked. Big Jim was standing there, you couldn't say surprise. Rosemary right beside him, steady in her eyes. She was with Big Jim, but she was leaning to the jack of hearts. Doors down, boys finally made it through the wall and cleaned the bank safe out. It said they got off with quite a haul. In the darkness by the riverbed, they waited all around for one more member who had business back in town, but they could not go no further without the jack of hearts. The next day is hanging day. The sky was overcast and black. Big Jim lay covered up, killed by a penknife in the back. Rosemary on the gallows, she didn't even blink. The hanging judge was sober, he hadn't had a drink. The only person on the scene missing was the jack of hearts. Cabaret is empty now, a sign said closed for repairs. Lily had already taken all of the dye out of her hair. She's thinking about her father, who she very rarely saw. Thinking about Rosemary, thinking about the law. But most of all, she was thinking about the jack of hearts.